Hello everyone, welcome back. I am the Strategy Professor, and this is going to be episode 3 of our Legendary Vampire Lords campaign for Total War Warhammer. Write down the time here real quick. Alright, I realize we went a little bit over last time, but hopefully you guys enjoyed a good fight. Like I said, I'd like to bring you at least one good manual fight every episode. I can't promise that's going to happen. You know, we might get in some really tricky political situations, but I feel like we're going to be manual resolving quite a few things, especially because, as we saw last episode, they like to stack a lot of the damage on the Vargulf, on your Lord, and just on other characters. And that's really not what you want to do as vampires. You want to have your zombies and your skeletons absorb most of the damage, because these are very expendable. This Vargulf is super expensive to make. I can't even make him until tier 4, so it just doesn't manage the fight as nearly as well as you could manage it in person most of the time. So we got a master necromancer. I did some research on all of the champions for the undead just to kind of see where I wanted to go, and I'll just show you this just real quick. So what I'm thinking, the vampires are the ones that you want the most. So if we click on vampires, and we're going to be able to get a lot of this, because remember, at the very bottom of the tree with all the vampire lords, and with Manfred, you can get +1 vampire. So once we get that vampire building, we're going to be able to get 1 vampire for each army that we have. So we're just going to have a ton of vampires everywhere. And from what it looks like, they have life leeching, which is really good, because right now only, or spirit leech, that's it. Because right now only Manfred can use spirit leech. So with the vampires, we're going to have spirit leech in every single army, which is going to be amazing. So they have the best magic that's available to the vampire counts. I think this is way better. This vampire magic is way better than the death magic or whatever the other option is. They also have influential. This is key. This is how you get vampiric corruption in the provinces. Remember, that's a #1 priority, is trying to get as much vampiric corruption as possible so that we can actually expand at a reasonable rate. They also have expansionists, which gives you lots of growth in an area that you're taking over. I think it gets up to like 68 growth or something, so it's really, really strong. So both of those, you can be embedded in an army in a new territory, taking over new stuff, and still have these active. You don't have to deploy to get those. So that's really, really nice. You can also get Restorer, which gives you a ton of extra casualty replenishment rate. So once again, this is good for putting them on an exploratory army where you're taking on new territory. So they just have a lot of synergies with their skills and what they're capable of doing. They also are probably pretty strong fighters, if the Vampire Lords are any indication of what's going to go on here. So you can actually stick them in the fight and have them be, you know, pretty strong. They can also get the Hunger, which, as we've seen, does a lot of regeneration. Over a 5-minute fight, that's 900 health. So that's quite a lot. And you just have some other options that are good too. I'm trying to remember which ones I saw, but either way, they have lots of strong magic options. They can be pretty good in hand-to-hand combat if you want that. They give corruption, and they give growth. So all of these are just phenomenal. You just want to put these, probably I'll have one in every army that I get. And that's really going to free up the Vampire Lords, because I'm not going to have to get any magic with them now, because I can just count on the normal vampires using all of my Winds of Magic, and then I don't even have to spec into any of it. So now I can just go all the way with Dark Pact, Unliving Host, and all these other things, and then get down here and get a new vampire right here. So, yeah, and this would just take a couple of extra points. So once I start getting close to vampires with all my Vampire Lords, I'm just going to stop whatever I'm doing probably and just get a couple points here, just so that I can get extra vampires everywhere. So yeah, this is really nice. It just gives you a lot more flexibility. That way I don't feel compelled to get this subpar magic just so that I'm able to cast things. I can hire a much stronger spellcaster in my army and just focus on this red line with the Vampire Lords. Same thing with Manfred, right? So the temptation with Manfred, and I've seen some other streamers do this, is, well, he has all this magic available to him, so you just have to go get all this magic, right? Well, the problem is he's still a primary lord. He's your general, so you need to be getting all of this stuff to help out your army. And now you don't have to feel guilty about having all of this magic available and then just not really using much of it, because now you can use the Vampire Lords, if you want to use a lot of your magic in the fight. So I think that that's good. And then you can actually spec Manfred into being this solo kind of person if you want to. Let's see, where is... Now, he has something that can also give you extra vampiric corruption. So, I don't think I'll get this with him, but it's an option. And I might get that with normal Vampire Lords. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but, you know, if I'm already getting 2 points to get this, then I just need 3 more points, and then I can start getting this for extra vampiric corruption. So that would be really, really nice to help me expand faster. So after I finish the red line, I might just come down here. I know it seems weird, but I might just come down here and check some of this out. I mean, I could get something like 2 here. Let's see. And then maybe 2 here for an extra 8% replenishment rate. This, which is not great, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how bad I need this vampiric corruption. You know, the vampires themselves, I might be able to get to the extra vampiric corruption, and I may not have to spec into it. So we'll just see what happens. But it just frees up a lot of extra possibilities with having the vampires be so strong in spellcasting. And I won't go into the rest, but the Banshee looks like she's going to be primarily my assassin type of person, so she's going to be the one going out assassinating, preventing me from assassinations, and I could throw her into the mix into a fight, because I think she's ethereal, which means she'd be pretty good against physical damage. So that's an option that's on the table as well. And the White King, I don't know, I might hire one of them eventually, just for recruiting armies, but I think my core is going to be the Vampire Lords. So this Necromancer, I'm just really not that impressed. Like, I'm looking at his skills, just to circle back to why this is relevant right now. He has this subpar magic, so yes, I can put him in and start casting stuff until I get to vampires, and that's probably what I'm going to do. But I'm just really not that impressed. I mean, look at his front line here. This is good. Modified construction cost, so I might get this really quick, this 1 point, just to save some money. But, you know, this is preventing enemies from doing things, like dropping their income, extra damage in armies. It doesn't give you an extra percentage chance to succeed, which is what I would really like. It just gives you some extra damage, which is okay, I guess, but this is good. Income from your buildings is good. But as we've seen, the vampires don't have a lot of strong income from your buildings, so this is a nice percentage, but it's not going to equate into a large, you know, final number. I don't really care about that much. That's okay, but it just doesn't make any sense. Like, all of this is just kind of a mash of a bunch of different skills that just don't really mesh very well together. So it's kind of assassination, it's kind of attacking walls, it's got some combat effectiveness. Now, Master of the Dead is a reason to have this guy. This is really good. This gives 2 extra HP per second to every single unit around you for 30 meters. So, you know, a 5-minute fight, that's going to be 120 times 5 is what, 600 health to everybody. So that's pretty good. So this is good. It's just there's not a lot of other stuff that complements that. Like, I want to put him in the army and just have him, like, just buff up all my units with all this extra regeneration type of effects. But this is the only one of those that he has. He doesn't even regenerate himself with the hunger. So this is okay. This is okay. That's probably what I'm going to do with him early, but I think he's going to get outclassed by vampires later on. He can't really fight. I mean, yeah, he can't fight. This is pretty terrible. He's only got 15 armor. Yeah, it's not looking good. And this stuff's just not really that great either. So, vampires, I don't... Or the necromancers, I don't think they're really worth it. I mean, I could be wrong on this, but I'm not seeing it to justify this cost later on to get 10,000 and then get 15,000. I mean, the research rate is nice, but I just don't think they're worth it. And you don't want to put too many heroes in your army because they're taking the place of potentially a much higher unit. So, I mean, I could have another band of Crypt Horrors in there, for example, or I could have another band of Black Knights or Graveguard or something instead of this hero in my army. So you really don't want to overdo it with the heroes. You just want to have 1, maybe 2 in an army. And that's a lot of extra micromanagement also. But I think the vampires are just so much better. Like, first of all, it unlocks Vargulfs and Terrorgeist if you get the vampire stuff. The vampires are far superior, as we've seen. They give you public order and income. These guys give you a little bit of research rate over here. Yeah, a little bit of income, public order, and it gives you black coach. So these guys give you the 8% research rate, but it's just really not enough to justify this cost. So I don't think we're gonna be building this building most likely. We're just gonna get this building eventually. So those are just some updates that I just wanted to fill you guys in on real quick. Probably took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I just wanted to just clarify where I'm going to go with the heroes. And if you guys think I'm overlooking something or you would like to see me try something else out, just let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to reassess what I think about these things. But okay, so we just leveled up Manfred, so we're gonna go ahead and get next point here. Alright, so we have sub movement left with all these people. I'm a little worried about these orcs. There aren't a lot of orcs there. I'm really tempted to just move on and start fighting this guy. But can I? Okay, I can raise the dead a little bit. I might be able to beat these guys. I don't know what else they have. I mean, the zombies aren't really going to be that strong with this guy until he gets more points in Unliving Host. Okay, so do I level this up is the question. Now I do get, let me see, how does my garrison look? So I just get one more fellbat for that, but I do get 80 more gold and 10 more growth if I upgrade this. So it's good to, it's basically costing me, it's only going to push me back about one turn to upgrade this in terms of upgrading this to tier 3. So my option here is I can wait, and it's going to give me another slot so that I can get a growth building. There's no need to update this until I start updating this. And I can use this vampire guy to modify next turn. Maybe I just wait, and then I do all the updates next turn. All the building next turn, just so that I save some cash. Because there's not really a huge rush here to get these things. I mean, it would be nice. But I think I'm going to be able to save 10% on all of this next turn. So I think it's probably worth just waiting a turn. Potentially. That's just, I mean, that's 200 though. If I wait one turn, I get 200. So I think that's worth it, because I'm not really that rich right now. Yeah, so we'll wait on this for one additional turn, and then we'll start just building all this stuff, and we'll decide it next turn, because I just want to deploy this necromancer to get the discount. Okay, so let's, and we did finish this also. I don't, so I get growth. There's nothing that, yeah, there's nothing that lowers construction costs with the undead here, or the vampire counts rather. Okay, so my options are, I have to do something to match this guy, because I can't leave this open or they're just going to come sack it, I think. Let's see if we can get peace with them. I don't think we can. We just declared war on them a second ago. Now they're only ranked 51. So it's entirely possible I could just go up there and just take their town. I mean, how much do they have? I mean, I know I said I wanted to go south. It's just, if I see a weakness, sometimes I may have to change. They have 2 settlements up here. I know that's a gold mine too. I remember it from the dwarf campaign. My 60-turn dwarf campaign. So, where is it? I think it's, the town is like right here, and the other one's like back here. This is fairly protected from chaos. Sort of. I mean, they would at least have to come up this mountain. So, I think I would need another army to deal with that though. I can't only have one army to control all of this territory. And I don't think I want to afford that right now. So let's just, can we kill Essen? We could take out Essen, but as I said before, this is a huge geography to cover, and I just don't think there's a lot of money to be had up there. I want to get these mountains, and I want to get these gold mines going. Okay, so let's just position... Dang it. I don't want to have... Waldendorf can't handle this by itself. I could throw some gates up next turn. That may not be a bad idea. I'd have to get level 2 and then just get some gates. It's possible.
Never. I grow impatient.
How far can we run? Okay, so we can run and heal up in this town over here. Then we can make a play and kill those guys. Okay, so I think that's definitely what I want to do. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and raise dead here since we can't hire. Let's go ahead and raise dead. Run over here. Heal up in town. Alright, that's some decent healing. Go ahead and speed that up a little bit. Okay, that's fine. And we'll do the same thing right here. Save a little cash. Alright. We can raise a little bit more dead. This new place. So remember, these zombies aren't entirely worthless. They're still pretty worthless. They have 12 melee attack though. So if something has, 30 melee defense, then, they still have, a 22% chance to hit, so it's okay. Alright. So I think this is our play, and then we just kind of hang out here, I guess. I don't want to hang out for too long. I want to come down here and do stuff, but I just can't leave this guy alone to take this place, so just go ahead and hire. Couple bats for sure. And the bats are 92. That's not that bad. Get the bats. Oh heck, let's just get 3 bats. That's fine. And we can hold them in place with zombies, flank around with the bats if we have to. I mean, they have really good melee defense. Their melee attack is a little questionable, but this will just let me tie up any archers that they have if I want to fight them. And I can fight them next turn. If this goblin army sticks around, I'll fight them next turn. We know they have at least 1 archer. Okay, this guy can't move this turn. I think that's going to be it for this turn, so let me just double check. We're waiting for cost on that, and we're just not going to build anything over here for a while, so everyone's moved. I think we already looked at diplomacy, so let's just go ahead and start.
Now is not the time for petty politics, mine brothers, mine king.
This guy almost certainly wants Beast Treaty because he's about to get obliterated.
Destroyed.
Yeah, so he's willing to pay me quite a lot. Now, as I've said before, I could take this money and then kill him anyways, but I'm not sure if it will let me break the treaty the turn that I do it. I mean, this would be a good chance to figure that out. I could ask him for more, so I could ask him for like 1,500. It still says high. I'm gonna get to where it says like moderate. Still says high. Still says high. Whoa. Okay, min-max 300. So the max I could ask for is 300. They're 3,000. That must be the total amount of money that they have. They won't confederate. So I could just ask for all their money. I mean, it says it's high, so I think he's going to do it. So even if it won't let me attack him this turn, I think it's worth just exploring to see how this will work. Because I can always just come down and take out Schwarzhofen. If I can't attack him next turn. Just because I don't really care what everyone else thinks of me. They're not going to give me peace treaties. Everyone hates me. You know, whatever. This is my way of making money. Like, this is how I get out of peace treaties. It's just, I think I'm just going to have to get peace with people and then just backstab, take them out. Because I've got to get money somehow. And I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it in the cool guy, ethical way. So, and these other factions will forget it over time. Like, you can heal your trustworthiness over time. But I don't really care what they think, honestly, because they're not going to do treaties with me, so let's just see. Alright. So, once again, if they're always see how much you can get. If they're asking you something, ask for more. Usually they'll give you more because they start with their high offer. So we got peace.
Darkness comes. This was my plan. I refuse.
Look, I want to see just how much this hurts my diplomacy too. I haven't actually backstabbed anyone like this in quite a long time. I don't know if I've ever done this ever. I'm usually a pretty reasonable, nice player, but they just won't let me do it. They just will not let me do it. I cannot trade with anybody. Everyone hates me. I just get too much great power modifier and aversion. It's just not happening. So I just want to see how this modifier is going to affect. So they have negative 29, and it's from aversion, great power, and trespasses. Let's see how this changes that.
Right is mine.
Actually, let me see if someone will pay me for that. Who are they at war with? Okay, they're not at war with anyone else, so I can't get any money out of it. So we're just going to take them out.
What? Who did?
They still hate me. Yeah, it's not changing anything just because I have a treaty with them. So, I mean, they're going to backstab me eventually. There's no way around it. So I just want to see what the modifier is. So what was this again? With important factions like these guys. Okay, so I'm at negative 8, and it's 15 and 10 from aversion and great power. Okay. Take them out. Yep. So this is what I've been telling you guys the whole time in both campaigns. You have to wait 10 turns before you don't get a major modifier for taking things out. But I just want to see what happens here. We'll test it out with you. Okay, so I got unreliable. So we'll see how much this actually affects people. But I got 3,000 gold out of it, so... What? There's a lot of skeletons. We're gonna destroy this. I think, right? I mean... We have a lot of skeletons, they have a lot of skeletons. Our skeletons are buffed, because I spec'd into it. Theirs are not. See, mine have 15 melee attack, or 25 melee attack, and theirs only have 18. So I'm going to be dealing just a lot more damage than them. My zombies are actually relevant. Theirs are not. I have a Vargolf. Okay, whatever. We'll just go in and destroy him. It's fine. You guys, this might be our manual fight for the turn, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get another one in, but we'll see how it turns out. But at least this will guarantee we're going to get one manual fight here. Okay, looks pretty good to me. Usually if it's anything that's 15 or higher, I'll just start. Just statistically. Okay, so we definitely want these guys on the front. These guys are next in line. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and start putting my bats on 3, because there's so many heroes that I might have eventually that I might use 8, 9, and 10 for heroes. Okay, reinforcements. Oh, I didn't pay attention to what the reinforcements are. I think the reinforcements are the skeletons. I think so. Either way, we're just going to surround them here and just kill them. I don't feel too bad about this. This is fine. I mean, I shouldn't even have to fight this anyways if they had any sort of reasonable auto-resolve for the undead. Well, I mean, it's kind of cool because I can't exploit it, really. I mean, it forces me to fight all these. Yeah, so our game plan is... I'm just going to keep the bats over here just as kind of scouts, just to see what they're up to. And everyone else is just going to swarm. I definitely want to make sure the Vargolf gets in here. so I can leverage his regeneration. So we're just going to try to get a full surround in here. Get this guy, yeah. It's the edge of the map. Okay, so I'm probably not going to be able to get around too much, but I can get around a little bit here. So we need to get all the way around. Come on, we can do it. All the way around and surround. And surround. And Spirit Leech. Where is he? Can't see him. Where is he? This is him, okay, right there. Yeah. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, let's charge in there. Okay, so their bats are coming over harassing me. It's fine. Oh, Manfred's actually taking quite a bit of heat here. It's all right. He should be able to heal it up. Could just go ahead and bring the bats over here too. Why not? Let's go ahead and form up over here. Slide over here a little bit. All these guys are pretty much dead.
Address thee as master. Attack the mortal.
Alright, so let's charge him in the back here. I'm about to lose a couple of zombies. I mean, I don't really care. It's fine. Get out of here. Like so. It's power reserves? I don't have a lot of power reserve. Okay. Yep, I'm just gonna heal him up again. Let's cast it on myself with the hunger. That's quite a lot of healing. Alright. Well. Let's get in here. Let's try to get my Vargolf over there. Deal with that. So let's just get a full flank here. If you flank them, it does a lot of morale penalty, which means they'll crumble a lot faster. So they're already crumbling pretty hard. So many of their units have already died. Yeah, they're done. Did everything just die on the battlefield? Yeah. Okay, so that's it. So they had us at about 50 or 60%. I mean, they just don't know how to play vampire counts, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even an expert, obviously. I just started playing them, but... I mean... Well, we're gonna have our... It looks like we're gonna have our experience gimped a lot also, because they just... The calculations just don't make any sense. Like, that's not even close at all. We completely obliterated everyone. They got a free vampire back just because, I guess. But yeah, I mean, once again, all we lost were zombies, basically. Manfred was down at 50% at one point, but we just kept healing him back up. So... I mean, they even lost more than us in raw numbers. We lost almost double. Anyways, whatever. Now I didn't see... I should have looked at the buildings again, so that was a mistake. But I think loot and occupy probably makes the most sense here. It's because if we only get one building, if it's a tier 1 and we only get one building, it's going to be, you know, we can probably sell it for about 600. So this is better than one building. If this cracks the main building and we have to pay 400 to repair it, and we don't get another building with this, then it probably won't be worth it if we just start with a cracked building. And we would have gotten another building. Then we lose like a potential 200 dark magic. But I think that this is the best bet here. I really don't trust Occupy anymore. Especially because we don't really need any buildings in this town just yet, or we don't know what we need. Yeah, let's just go with Occupy. Just a nice compromise. Alright, so he got to run away. Of course. I'm just gonna bring all this together. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna level up again. I'm living. Did that did not complete this province just yet. Okay, so we got a building, but it's cracked, which is fine. So we could sell it if we wanted to, but I believe it still lets us recruit, if I'm not mistaken. It's 390. I want to see if this heals over time. So I know it did that in Attila, and I haven't really watched this carefully in any of the campaigns yet. So I want to see if it would cost less to repair it after this turn, just to see if it naturally heals. I'm okay with this sitting here for now. We can sell it anytime we want for 300. I don't think it affects anything. Like, we can still buy zombies. I think, right? Yeah, we can still buy zombies and skeletons, so it actually doesn't affect anything to be injured there. I just can't upgrade it until it's fixed. So that's just something to consider, but it's not a big deal right now, I don't think. Now, I really don't want to start shaking this hornet's nest of human players until I get those, what are the monster things? Let me see. These. Let me see it. Okay, the crypt horrors. That's when I'll start shaking up the humans, because I think these will be really good against them. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think that if we lock up their backline with bats, and we're able to just have these crypt horrors sprinkled in with zombies, I think we should be able to do quite well against humans. Because the thing you have to remember is these guys regenerate. It's very similar to what I explained with trolls in the Orc campaign. People often use monstrous infantry and monsters incorrectly. They'll send them out by themselves, and they'll get surrounded or gunned down. How you use this stuff correctly is you sprinkle it in with your infantry. That way they can't surround them. So your guys, since there's only 12 of them, will still get their hits in. But because they're completely surrounded by a horde of zombies, no one's going to be able to flank them. So they're going to force people into small one-on-one trading hits with them, and they're going to win that. It's slow, steady damage that's predictable that you can regenerate over time. You're still dealing your maximum damage, but you're minimizing the amount of damage they can do to you, and you're controlling your leadership because you're not getting flanked. So that's how you use monstrous infantry. You sprinkle it in with much tougher, more disposable infantry to cover your flanks and to make sure that they cannot get that many people hitting you at the same time, so that you have slow, predictable damage. So that's how you use crypt horrors, and I think we're going to be using them very well. We also have to keep them away from spearmen. So anything that has halberds or spears, we don't want to fight that. So we have to tie those things up with zombies or skeletons or something, and then use these crypt horrors on like their knights or their swordsmen. Okay, so they're not invincible, but we want to use these guys against swordsmen, and then we want to eventually get these graveguard, and we use these guys against the halberdiers. Okay, so that's kind of our game plan. All right. Okay, so now we can. I just want to see if I move into this territory and try to deploy, what it's going to do. I want to see if it'll spread vampiric corruption or not, just for my own edification. I couldn't get a clear picture of that before. Okay, so it just lowers the power reserve, so it does not spread vampiric corruption. I don't believe. Let me see here. Well, they already are getting some vampiric corruption. How is that? What? Hold on. How are they getting vampiric corruption? Because my last campaign, they were at 0 for a very long time, and I don't understand. Does this get a bonus spread of vampiric corruption when you finish the whole thing? Or this +1, does that through osmosis go to the next town? Foster terror. I need to figure this out. Because they didn't have any vampiric corruption the last time I looked at this place.
What is thinking?
Okay, so it's trending characters are 5. Okay, so this guy does naturally spread vampiric corruption just by standing in a province. That's what it seems like to me. Now, I don't know how they started at 9. I think that's the case. Let me step him outside of here and just see if that changes. So what is it? It's characters are 5. It's trending towards 62.5. So let me see.
Do you need fresh troops?
Okay, so now I'm not in the territory. So characters are 3. So he gives 2 vampiric corruption by standing in a foreign province.
I will not betray you.
What are the other 3 from characters? Do these guys does Manfred just spread it or something? Like, I wish I knew this mechanic. I'll have to look it up. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but there's some way that we are spreading vampiric corruption from characters. And we're getting 2 for the necromancer.
Yes.
I don't know if it's... Does it say if it's from osmosis also? Their local populace is -3. Well, I don't get it. But apparently, okay, so this guy does have a use, so he can come over and spread vampiric corruption in other places, which is key. That's really what I need to happen. Okay, but for now, I'm going to keep him in my own territory. I'm going to deploy to modify the construction time. It'll give him a little bit of experience to deploy, and now we can go ahead and build all this stuff. So we don't... Okay, so we do want to upgrade this, I believe, because we want more growth. And we want to get another building, which we can also use to get more growth. So, go ahead and get this. It does slow down this a little bit, but it's just way better in the long run. You start getting cash, you start getting more growth, you get a better garrison, you just get so many benefits. Okay, so now with this one, what does this gate give us? It gives us crypt horrors, crypt ghouls, and direwolves. So those things would do some serious damage. So that could be useful. And this is the second one back, so I don't think they would attack this. They might. What are other options here? Let's take a look. Okay, so if we want to spread more vampiric corruption, we can start this building chain. I don't want to upgrade this to level 2 for quite a while, though. Or level 3, rather. We're just not going to have the growth to do it. So it could just get this for 20 growth. That's always nice. We could get some extra income. You know how much we need income, and this would pay for itself in, 12 turns right now. That's good. We don't need any of these buildings right now. I think we have that covered with this, and this. So we're good on that front. So it's either growth or money. What do we need more? Probably growth, because I really want to get up here quickly. This is also cheaper. I mean, 100 doesn't sound like a lot, but it really adds up. Especially once we get a third army. We're definitely going to want more of those types of buildings. But I think growth right now, especially in my core, province, is going to be useful. So that's definitely not worth it. You don't have, the thing is, you don't have a public order problem. In places where you have lots of vampiric corruption, you get tons of extra public orders, so that's pretty much worthless. You just need cash, and I wish they would just give you something that was like 200 cash, and this was 300, or something like that. But anyways, that's just not the reality of the situation. Okay, we don't need to upgrade this yet until we start getting closer to tier 3. Because tier 2 doesn't offer us anything, really. It gives us spearmen, which they're not going to have that much cavalry just yet, or monsters or anything like that. So we'll wait on that. So we're just upgrading this, building this. I think that's good. Let's take a look. We're just waiting on this. This is how much to repair. It's 390. So let's see if it changes next turn. And I think it's gonna be it. Let's real quick look at diplomacy here. Now people don't like us because we're unreliable. So, oh, I wanted to see how much it changed with this guy.
I'll ignore that.
I don't think it changed. Our aversion may have gone up an extra 5. I can't remember. But we didn't get a new modifier. It just says aversion. So let's see if we're getting anything negative with this guy. This guy should not naturally have aversion. So if we see something that says aversion, that means that, yeah, it didn't affect us at all with him. Great power is not related to being unreliable. So it doesn't affect the actual modifiers here. Although it could affect various other things. These guys are extremely weak too. They're rank 50. So we're going to take them out soon enough. Dwarves. Caricadrine. Okay, so they actually like that we busted the treaty. It's actually helped us with them. Empire probably doesn't like it. Nope. Actually, it didn't really seem to. It may have given us extra aversion. I don't know. Either way, it's fine. Let's see. Could go to war with the neck snappers off of these guys. Let's see if they'll pay us for that.
Approach and make your offer, but I make no promises to my ascent.
No, I don't want that. They're probably not going to deal with us anyways. I don't think it shows up in the modifiers, but people just don't like you when you do that, so. Do these guys want peace?
Don't mess with me.
No.
What's
Maybe
your
they will
business?
after we destroy their army next turn. Okay, I think it's going to be it. Let's go to the next turn. Okay, we have damaged buildings. That's okay. Really? This guy's just straight suiciding now. Okay, this is so much in our favor that I think we're just going to do it. If this hurts our Vargulf a lot, I'm going to be upset. Whoa, crap. Sorry. Oh, that was a misclick. That's alright. We'll speed it up. I'm just so used to pressing it. That's fine. We'll go triple speed. We'll just go run him over, kill him. Not a huge deal. Make sure our Vargulf doesn't take an excessive amount of damage. What? Why are we so hurt? Is this just the garrison or something? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, why? Okay, I'm confused about that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just... put the Vargulf in his own group. Put Manfred in his own group. We will... put the bats in their own group. Well, those bats are hurt. Who cares? 8. Put everyone else in the same group. It's group 1. Right here. Alright, just gonna start the battle. Just run up here. Alright, let's go speed him up. Do. Speed this up. Back down.
Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
I'll speed it back up. And he's dead, and they're crumbling, and we win. Alright. So, sorry that took a couple bits there. We made sure they didn't hurt our Vargulf, though, so that's good. Okay, it actually gave us a decisive. I'm surprised it didn't give us, like, a Pyrrhic victory or something there. That's how it's been going lately. Alright. So let's see if he gets to run away. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I guess that's really the only logical thing he can do is to try to attack us back. That's so little in terms of money. I think I'm just going to go for this, just in case Empire or something steps up. Gosh. Alright, nothing fancy happened. So we got a population surplus, we got war declared, border princes on Schwarzhofen.
The true von Carstein. Never.
These guys, what are they doing? They're just like raiding?
Darkness.
Let's go knock them out. 10 on 10? Can we win 10 on 10? I'm not totally convinced that we can. So we can raise some dead. Can get some ghouls if we want them. I mean, if we raise dead, what do they have? A bunch of goblins? I should be able to crush them. Let me just try that out. So I think if I can kill this army, then they will give us peace.
I'll ignore that.
Now, these people might be mad if we trespass, but how are we looking diplomatically? We're still unreliable. Whatever. I mean, if these guys want to come over and get some, they can do that too. I want to kill these dwarves. Now we could potentially take out Caracadrine eventually. I mean, I know it's going to have... Its garrison's not that serious, honestly. I mean, we could just go up there and take that out here in a little bit. We'll be spreading ourselves a little bit thin, but once again, I really don't want to mess with this stuff over here until we get those crypt horrors. I would also like to take out these dwarves before they do anything crazy. We don't need to construct anything this turn, I don't believe. No. It's kind of hanging out. Okay, so we can get into this territory now. Spread some vampire corruption. Right. Okay, so the easy... What? I guess he raised dead or something, I don't know.
Thine white is mine.
I don't know how many lives this guy gets.
Raise them.
Alright, let's just hope they don't put it all on the Vargulf. Let's see. How does that deal 50% damage to the Vargulf? I will never understand it. So frustrating. Anyways, okay, so we'll get a little cash here. I mean, once again, that's not that much. I think I'll just take the leadership, actually. I mean, 228's okay. Whatever, I'll just take the cash. How many extra turns do I have stacked with that leadership? I still have 9 turns of that. So, you know, we're ready to rock and roll if some of these humans want to come over and mess. Alright. Dark Pact are going to max this next. Okay, so we can drop down here and pick up some ghouls if we really want to. What are our other options? I can start massing up on these guys. The problem is, okay, let me just see what happens over here first. If we can take care of these orcs, I would feel a lot more comfortable leaving this area. Okay, look at this though. We have a 16 stack of orcs here. So the orcs might actually come down and do some damage to these dwarves. I think we really need Cryptors before we take on a massive dwarf stack too. We could maybe take out Katrine. This looks pretty undefended, pretty underdeveloped. So we might be able to rotate Von Karstein way over here, and then like even next turn it looks like we could dash and get into range to take this out. We could start sieging it with this guy potentially. But I want to deal with these goblins first. See if they'll fight us.
Seas of blood.
Okay, they will. And it's going to give them the odds. I think we can do... I mean, how buffed up are... We don't have any zombie buffs yet. Okay, so our bats should be able to take care of these goblin archers and the orc archers. They'll have a little bit of a harder time with the orc archers, because they can actually fight back okay. Our vampire is quite a lot stronger than theirs. We do have huge numbers. I mean, these orcs are going to bang us up pretty good. I can get in there with my lord, though, and really hurt the orcs a lot. These guys, I mean, these are a little bit more problematic also. I don't know if we can win this. I mean, this may not be the greatest idea. This guy's not that strong. We can 1v1 him with our vampire, for sure, if we can get a hold of him. Maybe we can tie up their lord with bats and then run over and take him out with our lord. That's a possibility. And these zombies are going to put in a lot of work in terms of sitting there and just soaking up a lot of damage. They can probably hold their own okay against these guys. How is he getting extra defense? I don't know. So we can tie him up with these guys and just stall for our skeletons to... my lord's just going to have to do a lot of work here, basically. That's what it's going to come down to. This guy's going to have to carry pretty hard. The skeleton spearmen are okay. I mean, what do they get a bonus against? Cavalry or archer? They don't... Oh, we want to put the spearmen against these wolves. That's what we want. Okay. Yeah, for sure. That's what we want to do. So that they actually become quite good if we put them against these wolves. So we'll put the spearmen on the wolves. We'll put the bats, a bat pack each on the archers. That should tie them up for quite a while. I mean, their melee attack is only 23, and their melee defense here is 48. So it should keep them busy for quite a while. And then just use the zombies just to tie up all of this, and then just run around with this guy. We're just going to have some really good flanking, I think. So just use like a front row of zombies just to tie these guys up, and then just flank around with the other zombies and the skeletons and the lord. Just cycle charges and take them out. They're going to get sneaky stabbing, which is really nice. It's a great buff. It's 34 melee attack, so they're going to be hitting us quite a lot. I mean, it's not like we're going to be blocking that much anyway. So we have 5 melee defense, so sneaky stabbing is probably going to be overkill. Not quite. They only have 20 higher, so I mean, it'll give them like a 5% chance to hit. Because remember, as we explained in the early dwarf video, you really can't go... You actually cannot go below a 15% chance to hit. So that means that their attack power, regardless of how much attack power they're going to have, or an 85% chance in this case. So what that means is we're always going to have a 15% chance to dodge. That's the bottom line. No matter what, no matter how high their attack power gets, you know, they can't get any more than 45 attack over our defense. Anything else is just wasted points. So they're already going to have, what, 21. Okay, so I guess that is going to actually put them at the limit there. So 45. Yeah, okay. So that's relevant. Anyways, whatever. Let's just get in there. That's our game plan. I think we can win this. It's going to be rough. If we lose this guy, whatever. He's just a level 4 lord. We're just kind of learning the limits here. Like I said, I'm not an expert with undead. But I think we'll be able to do quite a lot of work with the regeneration. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, we're going to gamble on that. We can also just keep healing up our guy. Okay, so still pretty low. So they're over here. So we don't have anything that's that large. So if we can fight them in the woods, that'll help us out against those wolves. So now we are also going to be on the downhill, which is not good. I know that the hill does give bonuses, but I'm not 100% sure what they are. Okay, this is our special ops, so we'll just make him number 9 this time. Main guy. Now I would like to buy some time just so I get more winds of magic up. So if I can hide in the woods and just wait till I have like 30 magic or something, he'll have 30 also. But I'm not sure whose magic is better. Dang, I have a really high power reserve, 80 here. That's pretty nice. Okay, and then we'll try to flank around with these guys, I suppose. Okay, so where do we want to go? Let's see if we can put everybody like right here. Let's see here. I want these guys kind of on the edge here, because I think the wolves will probably come around and flank from that angle, would be my guess. I need to keep this guy pretty close to the main army as well, so he can put out his leadership aura and get as many people as possible. And I'm just going to use the bats to just kind of scout here, just to keep them honest, just to scare them a little bit so they don't want to come over here, or they know they might get flanked. So let's just keep the bats like here. Oh, I wanted to start putting the bats on 3 also. There we go. So we'll just keep the bats here. And we'll just see if we can just scout out, see where they are, just scare them a little bit so because they don't want to open up their flanks to these bats. Okay, so they're over here. They're just hanging out. Okay, so they're actually going into the woods too, is what it looks like. So everybody likes the woods. I think they might just be looking for us. I don't know what they're doing. Looks like they're just chilling for now. So let's go ahead and speed this up. If they start moving, then I'll make it normal, but... So they're doing the same thing to me. I don't think this is exploitative because, once again, they're getting to chill. They're forcing me to come to them. They could very easily come over to me. But they're not. This is just letting me get up to full magic. Not a huge deal, but, you know, why not? I started from a low base. Why not get to full? Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and start hovering over here. So now looks like they're on the downhill. So we should be able to reposition, I think, like here. I just want to get up this hill. Let me just get over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed this up. So once again, we just want to get up this hill. Just wait on the zombies to catch their breath. What are you guys doing? I think they're just hanging out. Zombies just move so slow. We just want to get up here, because they can get winded. So it says animated, and that's good. Let's see if they get winded. I know they can, because I've seen them get exhausted before. I don't know how far they have to run before that happens, but... if you just stop and catch your breath for a couple of seconds, usually they're okay. Active. Okay, so you saw it change to active there from animated. So active means that they are taking penalties to their hit and their defense. Okay, but if you just chill for a second, watch, it'll go from active to animated. Yep. So if you just hang out for a second, you'll catch your breath. Alright. So you always want to try to be, you know, as high of vigor as possible, because it can make a huge difference. I forgot which campaign it was. I think it might have been the dwarves, where I had pretty low vigor. Okay, they're actually coming over, I think. Are they trying to get over here? Yeah, they're starting to maneuver around. Okay, so we just want to watch and see where they deployed their Now, I don't have the spirit leash because this isn't Manfred, so that's unfortunate. Remember, we're just trying to spot their wolves so we know how to position our spear units, because we 100% want these guys fighting the wolves. They get huge bonuses. We do want to fight in the woods, however. We also want the hill bonus, though. So I would like to just come over here and just wrap around and just fight them down there in the woods. Because once again, we don't have any large. They have the wolves. So they're going to get the penalty, and we're not going to get any penalty. We're going to have to flank. So we need to just send like half of our zombies in. And just hold the other half pretty close. And then once we tie up their units, then flank around. Because their orcs are going to kill a lot of zombies. It's not a question. It's going to happen. Those orcs are way, way stronger than these zombies. But the real threat here, I think, are the orc boys and the wolves. These other things I'm not that worried about. We definitely want to flank around with the skeletons. This guy we definitely want to flank around with. Let's just get in here and just scout and just see. Now, I don't want to get shot, but I also want to scout. Okay. Got their hidden units here. Okay, so I can't... Okay, I'm getting shot at. Get out of here. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, like, what is going on when they're in the woods. If you guys know the button, I know there is a button where you can disable like the woods profiles. I need to look that up and see. Okay, we just gotta go. This is gonna be messy. Okay, let's get rid of that. Just get a little bit more visibility here. Looking for wolves. Looking for wolf portraits. Okay, let's go ahead and throw some health on this guy. He looks like he's getting pretty hurt. Where are the wolves? Dang it, this is... Okay, there's the wolves. So we definitely want those guys in there. Okay, so I'm just going to fly these out because I can't really see what's going on. And they're tied up by zombies right now anyway, so just fly out. I think I want them over here because I think these are archers that are running. Yes. So we're going to get in here. Get down here. Can't really... I'm just gonna cast this on somebody who's hurt. Where is their lord? This is so hard, it's like impossible to see anything. Where's their lord? Oh my gosh. Can't freaking... Oh, there he is, okay. Get him. Just get in there and get him. The spears should be fighting. I can't see anything in these stupid woods. Okay, there's the spears. Just get down there and chase those wolves because they're going to try to reflank us. Okay, we're about to get these goblins to run, I believe. Okay, so these guys, this is not good. Get over here. Dang it, I need to be close to them to give them that boost. Okay, let's just not take out their lord. It's just going to take too long. Need to move these guys in. Need to get flanks. Jeez, our bat's dead. What is going on here? 3, get on these guys. Shut them up. Yeah, I need to get these guys a little bit closer. This is way too many units getting tied up and bogged down. Who's hurt? Right here is fine. Okay, let's see if we can get over here and sneak and get this goblin. I can't even tell what's going on right now, honestly. There's just so much. Get over here and get these things. This is really bad. I need to figure out what the hotkey is. Okay, so we need to slide around here. Go ahead and pop our defensive. Slide through these guys here. And just get a better position. I seriously cannot tell what's going on. This guy's chasing him that far. That's can't happen. I had to come back over here and stay with my people. What's going on over here? Yeah, I need to stay a lot more centralized with my units, I think. What are these guys doing? Are they just fighting these? Let's get over here and take out these wolves. Where are the guys that were chasing these wolves? So these bats are harassing these guys. That's fine. They're keeping them busy. Just going to use it on anything that we can just to heal up. That's fine. Let's see. So this guy's fighting in here. Let's just get over here. Just bring all my guys and just be more centralized. I think they're just... their leadership is just getting too hurt. God, I should have just fought them out in the open. I mean, the woods bonus is not worth this at all, because I just cannot micromanage this. I can't see anything. So we might lose this, guys. I got a little too overconfident. You know, it's early in the campaign. You can test the limits a little bit. I didn't know, like, this wolf stuff is a big deal. Okay, what? Okay, so we are chasing these guys off the map, so that's plus. What are we... Okay, so let's get over here and charge these guys in the back. Just get everyone over here to stop what you're doing and charge these guys in the back. Where are the skeletons? Just charge these guys in the back. So I'm just gonna have to deal with the morale here and just hope that I can out-morale them. I mean, my lord can do a lot of work. I need to get out of here. Are my bats? What are we doing with the bats? They're still fighting way over here. That's fine. So my units are freaking out. Let me just heal. What do I have left? Skeletons? Just throw some... Well, just cast this on somebody. I don't even care who at this point. Just get over here and attack these guys in the back. Just put the fear in them.
Vampire Law. Lead them. White Invader.
Get over here. Get these guys in the back. Now.
Vampire Law.
So I'm just going to heal myself at this point.
Undeath Ascendant.
Okay, so I got them to run. That's good. Can I get these guys to run? I want to kill their goblin. Let's see if I can 1v1 in here. Now, all of these things are pretty hurt. I mean, potentially I could win this. I'm not saying that I will, but I'm saying that I could potentially do it. Are these orc? Okay, I can't even see this orc boy unit here. I think they have a ton of orc boys just like sitting here. It's like right on top of that tree, literally. So that's probably why I'm losing this. It's because... yeah, because my guys are getting tied up with these orc boys. Okay, I want to get out of this. See if I can cast a little bit on me here. Where'd their goblin guy probably ran out of there? Well, how many are left? There's quite a few left here, but they all just have little bits and pieces. Just really terrible focus fire. I think I just need to learn how to keep my vampires just a lot closer. I need to not fight these orc boys. That's the one unit that I do not want to fight. But I need to learn how to keep my guys a lot closer to me. Do I lose or win? I lose if time runs out. Okay, so I just want to regen a little bit here. Okay, so they're going to have the hill bonus on me. I definitely don't want that. I don't mind them shooting at me too much because they're hitting their own guys too. How's my vigor? Debilitated. Let's go ahead and use a little more healing on me. Okay, so they're running. I think I might be able to beat these guys. I just don't know. I mean, that healing thing is doing some serious work. Now, I don't want to be completely surrounded, so I think I might just want to run near, like, the edge of the map or something. I don't know. Just hit him, I guess. Dealing quite a lot of damage. Can heal up a little bit here.
Blood magic.
Now, if I can beat these guys up and get them to run, then I might be able to run and hide and just heal for a little bit. These guys are running. Because their Goblin Lord, he's either dead or he's really hurt and hiding somewhere. Okay, he's here because they're casting Sneaky Stabbing right now. I don't know where he is though because I can't see anything of these freaking trees. Okay, so I'm about to beat them up. I think I might be able to win this. Like, this guy's that strong with that regen on him. So think about that. I mean, this has been a, like, 10-minute fight. At least a 10-minute fight. And so he's healed probably 1,800 HP over that time. Yeah, so I'm beating them up. Okay, so I'm just going to run over here and just see if I can catch my breath. And heal. I can at least get a high ground advantage. Let's go ahead and pop a little more healing here. Just see if I can catch my breath for a second. So I'm not winded. Just get rid of that debilitated if I can. Still debilitated. Okay, so we're just going to charge into them. Okay, so they shouldn't have vision of me anymore. So I just want to get my vigor back. How many units has this guy killed? 206. Still healing, I think, right? Wait, how am I not healing anymore? Is it because I'm debilitated? Is there like a limit to his healing? I don't see anything that says that. Leadership is broken, replenishes HP. Is there a cap? Because you guys see that I'm not healing anymore, right? It's not just a glitch. Is there just a hidden cap on this? Why am I not getting my vigor back also? Oh, drained. Okay, here we go. So I'll speed this up a little bit here. If they start moving forward, then I'm not going to do it anymore. Once again, I'm just waiting until this gets back to whatever the highest thing is. Because it's going to give him... Okay, animated, there we go. It's going to give him the highest strength. Okay, so who do I want to fight? So I'm going to get surrounded and shot at by all these people, and they're going to kite me. I don't really have a great way to deal with that. I guess I just charge at these goblin archers. It's not really sure. It is curious why I'm not regenerating. 2846. Let's see if I get more hurt, if it will heal me more. Okay, so they are coming at me. Okay, so these guys want to fight. We can do that. Or these guys? Sure, anyone. Who wants it? He got a lot more sneaky stabbing. There he is. Okay, so I am healing now at 3 per turn. So it only heals up to a certain percentage, it looks like. Now these guys aren't shooting, which is interesting. I'm just trying to get down a little bit more in health, and then I'm going to pop. I'll just go ahead and pop it, that's fine. Oh, this guy has like no HP left. I wonder if I can just go for him, and they'll all break. I'm going to try it. Get out of my way. Just hit him, it's fine. Swing. Alright, now let's go over here. Come on, goblin dude, come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Oh! Boom. That sneaky stabbing ain't gonna save you. Got him. Got him, coach. Alright, let's see here. These guys look like they want to run. Let's hit them. They got their back to me if I get a good hit in here. Oh, oh. Alright, guys. Boom. The power of the Vampire Lords. Wow. I think this is the closest fight I've ever had. This was crazy. Do you guys see just the power of that regeneration? That's insane. Like, it's not healing. Okay, it is healing me up again. So what stops it from healing me? Oh, I have to be in combat. Is that what it is? Okay, it's only active if you're in melee. So that's the deal. So you cannot just sit in the back and hide and heal like I was doing over here. I was just trying to get my vigor back, but I was hoping it would heal me also. So you have to be in combat to get the heal with that. That's not true of the Vargolf. You saw the Vargolf could sit in the woods and heal all the way up. But you can't do that with the Hunger. So we learned something important today. How far are we? We're way over on time, aren't we? Yeah. But that was way... I thought that was super clutch and super interesting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just use all the rest of the magic on myself, just so I'm ready. In case someone engages on me right after this. I'm wondering now if I could just chase this army and kill them just with this guy. Because they're not going to have their lord this time. All their units are banged up. Let's go ahead and speed this up, though. But I do want to chase down and kill as many of these things as I possibly can. And it looks like we're doing okay chasing them down, so... They're pretty slow. And it's downhill. Vampire Lord's actually pretty fast. I didn't realize he's that fast. It's 38. It's pretty fast. I think I'm at full. I'm almost at full HP. Whatever. Just use a little more. Okay. So, man, that... I mean, I don't think you could draw it up any closer than that. This guy was fighting off... whatever at the end. You know, 8 units or something. But that regeneration... I mean, it probably healed... I don't even know. It probably almost healed my entire health bar throughout that whole fight. Maybe even more. So strong. Okay, minus 90 ability recharge. What? So... Okay, so that just lets me use a spell again really quickly. So this will be good when with those things that have a very long cooldown, like 90 seconds or something, so I can pop my my huge buffs multiple turns in succession. So that's actually pretty nice. Okay, so what do we want? I think just the gold. I mean, the regen's obviously not going to be that helpful, but I think just the gold, or the dark magic rather. He doesn't have the leadership bonus, but 400 is pretty nice. We'll just go with that. That's fine. Alright, scroll of power. Can I chase him? I cannot chase him, in fact. So now, if he gets a new lord, he might be able to chase me and do a lot of damage. Let's raise dead though. It's just boot those guys. I mean, they're not going to do anything. It's costing me money. We boot these guys, and then just run back to safer territory. I can't cross this water, unfortunately. But let's just run. What's the fastest way? Oh, there's the bridge. I guess it's just run down here.
Strike out.
Alright, and they might be able to chase me with that with a new lord, but
This better be
I don't know. I think we could maybe hold our own there. We'll see. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully that was an exciting episode. Like I said, I think that's the closest fight I've ever had that I've ever actually been able to win. That was, I mean, you can't get much closer than that. Just one last guy just fighting, you know, a ton of units. And it just shows you just how powerful the lords are for the vampire counts, especially with the healing that they have. That's incredible. So be aware that they are very, very strong if you're fighting against them, and definitely try to leverage that if you're fighting as the vampire counts. Okay, well, thank you very much. As usual, it's been a pleasure broadcasting for you. Please consider liking and subscribing to help motivate me to make some more of this content. Just get some more viewers in here to see some of this great stuff. You know, if you're enjoying it, there's a high chance that other people are going to enjoy it too. So go ahead, hit the like and subscribe. Just takes a couple of clicks. It's free. You guys know that. Use YouTube. Maybe it's for the older generation if we have some people that don't use YouTube much that for some reason found this and are watching it. But thank you very much, and I look forward to, you know, working with you next time as well. So have a wonderful evening.